I came home one afternoon and found Susan's SUV parked inside my garage. She somehow forced the side entry open while I was away. At first, I thought it had to be a mistake, but then I found an HOA note taped to my front door. The note claimed my garage was being temporarily used during a neighborhood event. Susan apparently believed. HOA rules gave her permission. I couldn't believe the level of entitlement. Nobody asked for permission before taking over my property. When I confronted Susan, she acted completely confident. She claimed the HOA approved everything already. I calmly asked her to move the SUV immediately. Instead, she laughed and walked away. That's when I decided to teach her a lesson she wouldn't forget. I bought heavy wooden boards and sealed the garage shut. Then I placed a large warning sign across the boards. It clearly said not to open the garage door, Susan realized. What happened later that evening? Her SUV was completely trapped inside my garage. She ran across the driveway, screaming and demanding I remove the boards. I simply reminded her the property belonged to me. Susan threatened to call the police immediately. I told her she was welcome to try. The officers arrived and listened to both sides carefully. After reviewing everything, they realized Susan parked there without permission. The police explained that I legally owned the garage and property. Susan suddenly became much quieter afterward. Before leaving, I informed everyone about my vacation plans. I would be gone for exactly 2 weeks. Susan's face changed instantly. After hearing that, she finally understood her SUV would stay trapped the entire time. The next morning, I packed my bags calmly and locked the house. Susan watched from across the street, looking furious. While I enjoyed my vacation, Susan kept complaining around the neighborhood. But nobody could legally force me to reopen the garage. Neighbors slowly started hearing the full story. Many people sided with me after learning what Susan did. Even the HOA board became embarrassed by the situation. Susan's actions created problems for everyone. A few days later, Susan tried hiring workers to remove the boards, but they refused after learning the property belonged to me. Meanwhile, I relaxed peacefully during my vacation. For once, I ignored every HOA message completely. Back home, Susan's trapped SUV became neighborhood gossip. People drove by daily just to look at the sealed garage. The HOA president eventually called me directly. He asked if we could resolve the situation peacefully. I reminded him that private properties still mattered. HOA rules didn't give anyone permission to steal space. After 2 weeks, I finally returned home from vacation. Susan immediately rushed outside the moment she saw my car. She demanded I remove the boards right away. This time, though, she sounded far less confident. I calmly removed the wooden panels one by one. Susan's SUV was still sitting exactly where she left it. Before driving away, Susan avoided eye contact completely. The entire neighborhood had heard about the situation already. After that incident, nobody from the HOA touched my property again. Even Susan stopped acting entitled around the neighborhood. In the end, everyone learned the same lesson. If you park inside someone else's garage without permission, don't expect an easy way out. Please like, comment, share. And be sure to subscribe to Karen Really for more satisfying neighborhood justice stories. We love exposing these entitled HOA bullies. So join us and never miss another crazy story again.